Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got a special guest in this ranking video. We got the Johto Region Champion, Ethan.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here for once. It feels like a while.
Yeah, this is literally like the first appearance you managed to make on any of my channels combined.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that I can be here a little bit more.
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, like for real. Even without like intro stuff, like you can come on anytime. Alright, so today we're gonna be ranking every single Pokemon generation with maybe slight different rules of any remakes of it, but you'll figure that out along the way. Because I don't feel like explaining it.
Yeah, so we have almost every mainline game, not including dungeons or stadium. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are pretty bad. We got starting from Red and Blue and Yellow, all the way to the latest one, Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet. We're including Legends Arceus and like the little bit of remasters, but some of them we might add into with each other.
Yeah.
Like
Yellow would be mixed in with Red and Blue.
Yeah, they're just like the exact same game. So, you want to get started? Like, do we have a specific one we want to go for first, or?
We can go in order by it, or just do it in any random order.
Yeah, Gen 1, Red, Blue, and Yellow. I mean, the thing with Yellow, it's like they only add Pikachu as your main partner, which I like. I think they did it with Red and Blue as well.
Red and Blue was actually like your choice of Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Yeah. Also in Japan, there used to be, instead of Red Blue, they actually had Red and Green.
Yeah, and Green became Blue here.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
But pretty cool.
And then they even got Blue themselves, so they got every color there.
Oh yeah, definitely. So where do we want to play this? This is like the #1 classic. Everybody knows the
things that most of the first games in a franchise, I always think of like... I did this with my recent ranking video on the classic Sonic games with Sonic 1.
Oh yeah.
It's a great start to the series, of course, but because it has less Pokemon and all that, it's still I'd say it's way better than the Sonic 1 standard, because it's more of an RPG anyway. So
yeah.
And because also Pokemon Yellow was my first Pokemon Virtual Console game on 3DS. I guess that's a little bit of a bias towards me. So
yeah,
I can stick with B or C tier.
Yeah, I want to say B because it's a great start to a massive franchise of over 1,000 Pokemon or creatures. What do you want to call them?
Yeah.
So I want to say
about pocket monsters.
Yeah. Should we put Yellow with?
We could just you put Yellow at the bottom back in the pictures thing. I think we can just understand that the Red and Blue is mixed with Yellow.
Yeah. We're not saying, oh yeah, this is the top of B tier. We're just putting this here. We might if we have the next generation, if it's still B.
Yellow goes over Red and Blue because of the cutscenes at the beginning of the game. Easily, please.
Should we put the remastered with it as well?
I'd say put it above original Red and Blue. FireRed, LeafGreen is a great remake of it. Nothing's really changed other than it's compatible with all the stuff from Gen 3, but that's really about it. I wouldn't count it as a big difference.
Yeah.
And the only way you can get those Pokemon is through trading.
Yeah, there's also some maybe one or two of them might get added into all of them, but overall they're pretty good. Pretty good starting off with the first generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Gen 2, Silver and Gold. What's this? It's on the Game Boy Color, I think.
Yeah, Game Boy Color.
Yeah, Gen 2, I think that Gen 2 is a little bit forgotten, because everybody talks about oh yeah, what about Gen 6 or Gen 7?
Yeah, now that you actually put it that way, you're actually fully right about Gen 2 being more of the forgotten ones. Everyone's I even hear like more of like Gen 3, especially because a certain Pokemon game's like up for over $1,000 on eBay. Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah, like I feel like this is like the transition into like what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, but I still think it's like a really great game. I don't get how it's supposed to be that forgotten now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's like the first generation, but with an entirely new story, new place, everything. So it's like
it's basically like an extra like basically an extension of Gen 1 with new Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah, so, like I want to say like either C or like I want to say C. Like it's a good game, but it feels like everybody like puts it behind.
I can leave it in C. I get that.
Yeah. I can probably do it with like Suicune.
Crystal is also like my second Virtual Console game on 3DS too.
Yeah. I feel like with the remastered, people are looking back at it. It was like, oh yeah, I remember that, but nobody remembers it. And when the remaster came out, you were like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. I only remember the legendaries.
Yeah, but it's literally just Gold Silver again.
Yeah.
It did add a lot of new stuff to Gold Silver, so I'd say that can easily go above Gold Silver only because of the extra content.
Like the low side of B tier for now.
Low B is fine.
Yeah. Okay, this I'm gonna move these two here.
Oh yeah, Omega
Gen
Ruby,
3.
Alpha Sapphire.
Gen 3 is one of my favorite like generation for me because that was the first Pokemon game I ever played. Was Sapphire, and then I moved into Alpha Sapphire. I love these three.
This was also technically my first generation too, if you count the remasters as it. Like my first Pokemon game was Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
Thus what got me into the franchise. It was a banger freaking game, bro.
Mm-hmm. Like the starters are great. Like everything about it is great, and when like Primal and Primal Ruby and like Alpha Sapphire, they just changed everything because they added like Mega Evolutions, like a new storyline, kind of with like the Aqua and Primal bases. I want to say this is like these two are probably an A because it's like, oh, this is like a great
easily.
Yeah. And then like same with Green.
Emerald.
Yeah,
Emerald's a banger. It's most I feel like Emerald is like definitely one of the most widely known like famous Pokemon game, I'd say, because not only is it like like I said, the most expensive Pokemon game on the market on eBay, but also I feel like that Pokemon Emerald is usually the one that people do those Nuzlocks all the time. I see on YouTube is mostly the most common one to choose for Nuzlocke is Pokemon Emerald. Yeah, which is definitely like really deserving. It's a really great generation.
Of course, like I remember playing like several like trying out like Kaizo with like Sapphire, and I tried to get like an Emerald thing on my computer and try to do that. Where it's like so like such a good region. Like the starting area has like so many little places where you can like start out and whatnot. So like I would say like Emerald is over these two, but I think this is like my bias, but I would say S tier for this one for now.
Oh my god, yeah, bet. I can definitely agree with that. Definitely S tier.
Yeah, even though I only played Sapphire, I would probably say Primal is like the same thing, but only in the mountain area.
Yeah.
I love these games. Not my like favorite like starter is in one of these, but like pretty like awesome overall.
Yeah, it's still like. Plus, I'm pretty sure I remember this one thing about like the remasters of Ruby and Sapphire. I think it's it got like connected to the Kalos region and been in one of the cities in the remaster, which I thought was pretty cool. Another banger generation.
Yeah, I think it was in one of these two. Like I don't remember, but it was added into like another one as well. But yeah, I think this is going pretty well. But now I guess we're going to Gen 4.
Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, and then we got Shining Pearl and whatever these
Diamond and Pearl, I don't really have much of opinion on. It's like the one only generation that I just never go back to at all compared to like the rest of them. But then it's like, when I play it, it's like actually pretty good. I just don't understand why I don't go back to it.
Yeah, like, in my opinion, like, the remasters are like, okay. Like, Thinking about it, it's like good at his time, but with the remaster, they just only added like a little 3D like cheapo type of thing, and then like a mines, and I didn't really.
The art styles is pretty cool in the remaster, I'd say. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like the art style, I think like was nice in the newer versions, but I would say like the classic version is still better on its own.
It still holds up, I'd say. GBA and DS era definitely hold up.
Yeah. I don't know where to put this. This is just like a weird one where it's like in a branch of like so much greatness, and then it's just there. It's like not like Gen 2, but like you know this a little bit more because of the legendaries, the box legendaries and whatnot. So I would say like either like B or like mid B. Like
yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it holds up to like the regular classics, or definitely not like these. But like, I feel
it's just kind of like that weird one.
Yeah, like Gen 2 I think is better than like Gen 4, and like in my opinion I didn't really like the newer version, so I'm gonna like it's either like at the very bottom C or like top
It's still
D.
Diamond Pearl, but it's still okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have to talk about this one. This.
The
what? Okay.
What happened?
Go away.
You just get goofy ad.
Yeah.
Yo, your Opera GX comes built in with an ad blocker.
Yeah, oh, there it is.
You gotta turn it on. Oh wait, no, it will reset it, bro.
Nope.
Okay, okay, good. I was like, wait, it resets the page. Okay, never mind. No. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Anyways, this one, like, I never played it, but it, like, what I've heard, so good.
It's platinum, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Platinum.
Okay, it's kind of like all the other, like, every single, like, dual release of the generation, and then they, like, make an extra bonus version later on. I think...
Yeah, go on.
I always like those kinds of random things that they just throw in for no given reason. But then when they don't have it, like, I feel, honestly, I know that we're not talking about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but I feel like a missed opportunity would to make a third version and, like, take advantage of, like, there was supposed to be, like, an unused, like, pink version for Game Boy, and it was supposed to be, like, the starter Jigglypuff or Clefairy or something. I feel like that they could have, like, easily brought that back as making that the third bonus game, as just a little nod to that unused game.
Yeah. Like, with this, like, everybody can agree, this is one of the coolest legendaries so far.
Yeah, like, it's a banger.
Yeah, like, I think, like, the second version, because of, like, the Giratina, like, Dark World type of stuff, is better than this one, where I feel like it was either tied with Gold and Silver, so I want to put, like, probably, like, right behind the remasters of Gold and Silver.
That's fair, that's definitely fair.
Like, depending on, like, who you're talking to, like, you can probably put it again, like, above that. But, like, we can probably put, like, one or the other.
Whichever one is fine. We can tweak the tier list a little bit near the end of the whole thing anyway.
Yeah. And then we get to Gen 5, the Forgotten One, where you're supposed to get remastered. But nope. Bam. Nothing.
It's not forgotten to us.
Yeah.
Honestly, Black and White 1 is like... Yeah. definitely, it's one of my greatest pieces that I have in my entire collection of my DS games so far. And this is, and weirdly enough, it's like the one that I've got like the least into, minus like Diamond Pearl. It's like, it's still, I think it had that season change too. Like that gimmick of the season changing, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, even though that is like not accurate at all.
Yeah, I think that's like where that one deer, like the deerling, I think it's called. I don't know. Where it's like season changed, but like.
Yeah, that's that Pokemon that changes with it.
Yeah,
I think.
Like I think this generation was cool, but like I feel like more people lean into for the first one more than the second one. Because
honestly, Black White 1 is cool. It was cool in its concept, but I feel like they could like definitely put more into it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's still a great one. I'd say like high C, maybe low B, or
like I would say like
or middle B even. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
I'm that biased.
Like right, yeah. Like, but like we can probably put this in like C because like yeah.
Black 2, White 2 is still good. Just why did you put the C? There's some weird things with Pokemon releases. Why did you put in? I'm pretty sure White and Black 2 is like in a different entirely game. But like they had some weird releases in the Pokemon franchise. Sometimes it is really weird.
This is like the point where it's like, oh yeah, you bring back like an awesome, super fun classic, but like you add in this like random thing that nobody has heard of. But like with these
content is content though.
Yeah. With these three, you like, oh yeah, like we had Primal Groudon on these two, and then we have Rayquaza, which came into the storyline, so everybody knew all these three. But then you just add these two, and then like Keyron with like a built-in like fuse mechanic.
Yeah.
Like it was weird, but the Black and White are so much better than 2. In my opinion.
Definitely.
Alright, Gen 6, and with the hopefully the new release of ZA.
Yo, ZA is gonna be a banger game, I'm telling you.
Like I remember like hearing so many people like talking about like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like a third release, is like Pokemon Z, but like it never came out, and
the only time that Z got referenced was in the frickin' like Pokemon anime.
Yeah, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like I think this generation was like underlooked a little bit, like looking back at it like a little bit when like, watching this.
I honestly think it was like definitely the best on the 3DS though.
Yeah, that like on the 3DS, like it was one of.
You can literally like choose a second starter Pokemon in this game. You can get like, not only can you get like its own exclusive starter Pokemon. Later, once I think it's around like Lumio City, once you first enter it, you literally get to see the Kanto starters, and you can get one for free.
Exactly. That was like such a cool thing. It was like the first time in so long where you can actually get like 2 starters without like hunting for them in the wild, which I think
using another save file if you actually bought another console.
Exactly.
Or use Pokemon Bank in this case because it's the 3DS.
Yeah. Also, I think this is the one where like this is the first look at like online trading, or was it like these two? Like I feel like
let me check. Let me check. I have my copy of Pokemon White right here.
Yeah.
Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. I think you can. I think the DS ones you can.
It was the first time that like happened, which I think that was awesome. Like seeing so many people looking, trading, actually getting the collection without having a link table, which like that was like looking back at it was really funny.
Missed the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection logo, bro.
Oh yeah,
bro. You know the game is gonna be fire when you see that logo on the frickin' spine.
Yeah. And now we look back and all of it's gone.
Yep, now it's just Nintendo Network on 3DS was kind of like basically the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, but then the Switch just like got rid of it entirely.
Yeah. Like, I think this was underlooked a little bit. Like, I didn't know a lot, but I think it was like awesome. Like, especially,
easy,
like,
freaking like S or A tier. I'm fine with both. Whatever one you want to.
Like, I would put it like right here. Like, maybe like it depends on. Like,
we can leave it an A for now. It's fine.
Yeah, we can leave it on A. I think it was pretty cool. And where Z8 is coming out, that's gonna be a massive buff.
Bro, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a banger game.
And now these two. I mean, let's talk about Gen 7? Yeah.
Yeah, Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, I love the starters, especially Rowlet, because of, like, the Rowlet evolution line.
Yeah.
I love that. One of my favorite Pokemon, to this day still. Like, even in, like, the newer version, I still use them.
Yo,
like,
Sun and Moon was so good. They got a freaking Sun and Moon Pokemon in Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We got like, Incineroar, bro.
Did you know they actually, like, almost, instead of Incineroar, they almost added Decidueye to it, which was kind of, like, cool. I was like, oh,
actually, man, I think it could have, like, that would be fine, too.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
but I feel like, since with, like, now that I think about it, I feel like that, now that Charizard isn't a separated character again from, like, Smash 4 and Pokemon Trainer is just, like, the mix again from Brawl, I feel like Incineroar is a good fit for it.
Yeah, like,
being a separate fire.
Yeah, in my bias, I wish Decidueye was it, but I guess the developers said, oh yeah, this was too hard to make, so let's just...
Yo, what do you mean it was too hard to make? That's the same excuse as, oh, it was too hard for Ice Climbers to get on 3DS.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like, oh my god.
What do you mean? What do you mean it can't... How can it not render two characters? Like, not only are you going against someone in Smash Brothers, but it goes up to 4 players. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Yeah. Maybe just... Like, okay, then I wouldn't be the 4th player, but... Oh, whatever. Yeah. Back to the Pokemon.
Yeah. Anyways. Sorry, Smash, but we had to go back to this. Like, this region was super cool when you travel around, like, Alola and all
they had, like, different islands.
And then there's so many little mini games with it, with, like, the
Yo, those are fire.
Challenges. Yeah. And it was, like the opening to, like, more...
I remember definitely... the one I remember most out of Sun and Moon was that, like, surfing one.
Oh, yeah, with the Mantike.
Yeah, whichever it was called, I don't remember. It was still a banger minigame. But, all of them, you're even able to do it, like, on the islands, too. Like, I'm pretty sure there was, like, one where you had to, like, I don't remember what Pokemon it was, but you had to, like, sniff out for items or something.
Oh, yeah, that one. I'm thinking of Rockruff, but, like...
I don't know. I don't remember.
And also, like, with this, they added, like, rideable Pokemon, like Tauros and, like, the,
Yeah, and that sniffing Pokemon, like I said.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking of the, Gen 3, like, the black and white dog.
Well, they bring it back there, I think, right?
Maybe.
I feel like they did. I need to replay the game.
Yeah, I feel that. Like... I like these games. I wanted to put it in S, but I wanted to say like
A tier's fine.
Yeah, like maybe above this, but like with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh yeah, this is a weird release, I'd say. Put in like at the time before I realized it was like actually a slightly different game, and I feel like most of the people can understand is like, why did they at the time it looked like why did they put the definitive version of Ultra Sun and Moon on the same console that has Sun and Moon?
Yeah, but like the plus on that is like, oh yeah, this is like a better copy, where like with these ones they had like more advertisement. Like I used to have one of these like little plastic wristbands. Remember like the Z watches or whatever they're called?
Oh yeah.
Like, I had a plastic one, and it didn't work, which I was so bummed out. But, it was pretty good advertising.
Did you want to do Z moves IRL?
I tried to, yeah. It was just funny.
That must have been the biggest disappointment of all times.
Yeah. And where, like, the best thing about these, like, yeah, it's like, the exact same game, not including, like, Necrozma and whatnot. You were able to, like, collect the 3 legendary birds, like all the...
Basically, just like most of the legendaries, I'd say, I think.
Yeah. Every legendary you can get in this game. And also you can shiny hunt. I remember getting a shiny Mewtwo after, like, 2 hours of shiny hunting, which I was so stoked about.
Real? Do you still have the copy?
Maybe? Like, not on me right now, but, like, these games, like, the only plus on these are, like, yeah, it's the same thing as that, but not, like, the same feel.
I think only because it's basically like a more expanded, definitive version of Sun and Moon, I feel like it could definitely go above it. Plus,
really?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's
with, like, all the Ultra Beasts and whatnot.
What are you talking about? Those are fire.
Yeah, I mean, those are pretty
Bro,
cool.
extra content is extra content. Who cares if it's a weird release? I said this before in my previous video. I prefer Super Mario 64 DS over the original.
Really?
Yes, I don't care about the controls or, like, the smaller screen of the DS. Who cares? It freaking comes with, like, more stars. You can play as Luigi, which is literally, like, overpowered as all hell. And plus, it comes with...
real!
Plus, it's the reason why I have a gambling addiction. Stupid Luigi Casino.
Yeah, like, maybe we should do, like, an entire Mario, like, tier list after this.
Yo, we should definitely do that.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Pokemon. Get off topic.
Yeah, I got really off topic on my Sonic 1 too. I'm just like this.
Yeah. But you got help.
Yeah, so now we're both doing the same thing.
Exactly. And yeah, I think these two were pretty good. I might be like yeah, it was pretty, like, the Ultra Beasts are, like, super awesome, but I like the little classics a little bit more. That's my opinion.
Definitely.
Anyways,
I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Let's go to the trash because these, like, yeah, it's like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, like, they're like remasters of Gen 1, but with, like, Pikachu and Eevee. Like,
I'm pretty sure they have, like, new Pokemon in it too.
No, I don't think so. Like,
I remember I think the only way you could get them though, if I serve myself correctly, is from Pokemon Go. You had to transfer them from Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was no other Switch Pokemon game at the time, which is actually... I concede the fact with it, like, being somewhat of a disappointment, not being, like, a new, technically not really a fully new generation, although still being, like, really different from Gen 1.
Yeah,
it's just, like... At first, but I feel like it's definitely, like, aged better now that we have, like, 2 freaking other generations on Switch. Plus, the Legends Arceus along with the upcoming Z through A.
Yeah.
I feel like that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has been hated on a little bit, but I don't think it's not better than Gen 1, I feel like, still.
Oh, no.
Because of the release time.
Yeah. This is, like, a weird one where, like, I think, like, the remasters, like, are a little bit worse than the classics. Looking back at it. Because,
Red,
like,
Blue, Yellow for Game Boy Switch Online.
Yeah. Like, I would say either, like, put it, like, a little bit above these two, because, like, these two are, like, worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, I might put it in, like, C, because it's just, like, yeah, like, everybody loved it.
I feel like it definitely got better over time, but also it introduced the good old thing with Nintendo's idea of making Vitality stuff again, the Pokeball Plus, or whatever it was called.
I wanted that so much.
Bro, it looked cool at first, but then I realized it was basically them just reusing that freaking, like, unused Vitality sensor for the Wii.
Yeah.
I feel like it was, like, it's definitely not that, but I feel like it's pretty close. And basically, it's just, like, it's kind of like it's basically the last remaining bits of Street Pass from 3DS, I'd say, because it's like you have to like walk around with your Pokemon to get like bonuses, and the whole thing with like Street Pass on the 3DS was like you keep it on sleep mode, and you get like tons of play coins if you like actually genuinely go outside, and then you just like I usually spent it on like the most random stuff. I don't know. It's basically like a remaining of that.
Yeah, it's like the Pokepal, like the little like gacha things with like.
Oh, the Pokemon minis.
Yeah, like the Pokemon watches, like the little things where you have Pokemon. Like those.
I forgot about those.
Oh yeah, like.
I don't even. Like, I'm gonna buy one off of eBay right now. Pay like $2,000.
Yeah, like, yeah, like. It's weird to look back at it now, where it's like the Pokeball, like the Pokemon like thing. It was like, oh my god, this is so cool. But they kept on expanding on it, where it's like the Pokeball Plus, and then like later on, there's like the Pokeball Plus Plus.
Basically, all of the if you get and notice like an absolute like huge Nintendo nerd like I am. You can notice that Nintendo still implements some of the stuff that they originally did a long time ago. And just like expand on it. Literally the entire of the Nintendo Wii is nothing but that. Look sideways on the Wii remote, boom, NES controller. The nunchuck, the freaking prong on the N64 controller. That's what the nunchuck is.
Yeah.
It's the same cursed prong. Just everything like that. I think it's cool that now that you mentioned Pokemon Mini, that's basically Pokeball Plus being expanded from Pokemon Mini.
Yeah, like. Yeah, it's like there's so many weird things to look at, and it's like, oh my god, that used to be so. Yeah, I think bottom C tier is like pretty good overall.
Yeah, definitely. I can understand that with the weird release of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah, next generation, Gen 8, Sword and Shield. Man, I played the crap out of it until my data saved on my first Switch.
What? Is it? No. Is it that same situation again? Is that the reason why?
No. Like, I still, like...
It better not be the famous blue screen of death switch.
Oh, okay, no, like, yeah, it was like...
How did you get the blue screen of death? What did you do to it?
Okay, so...
Did you fail to mod it or something? Like, what were you doing?
No. Hear me. Like, everybody doesn't really know this, but where there's a thing where you have, like, a very switch, where, like, sometimes there's a blue screen of death, which happened to me, where all your stuff gets lost, and where it's just a blue screen. Nothing can do after it. There's only one chance where you can actually save all your data, but where mine... It just crashed everything. All of it's gone.
It could have been saved. Did you? I'm assuming that you didn't have your NSO at the time.
On my second account, my dad accidentally. I was like, "Hey, Hugh, re-sign the."
Oh yeah, was it your first account that had all the good save data? Cause yeah, you had two separate accounts that I added both. Cause you're mostly like playing on the first one for most of your games on Switch, while the second one was like the online one.
Yeah, my dad accidentally put the second account as all NSL. But anyways, where first Switch deleted, and then I got a second one, and where this was lost. So now I have a second Switch, and where I play Pokemon Violet and several other games, like mainly Smash, but where it was...
Yeah, and also YouTube too. Trust me, I see those notifications on my screen. I can see you online YouTube.
Yeah, that's like, I've been like doing stuff on my phone. Like lately. Like I spend like 24 hours on a certain game.
Yeah.
And, like, it was devastating, but I still remember so much happening with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I had Sword, but I was like, man, if only one of my friends had Shield, and where we could actually, like, complete the Pokedex.
Well, I'm sorry, I should have got Shield instead.
No, all good. Like, in this, I only need, like a little bit more in this one, like, 7 Pokemon left, and Scarlet, but
Pokemon Sword is literally my first experience with like the Switch Pokemon games.
Yeah.
And I found this literally at the pawn shop for like on it was literally like $30, which is already a steal. And because I get a discount there because I go there often, I got it for like $20. $20. And actually even less because I did in trade-ins too, I think too.
Was it used or like is it just like a
it was
one?
used. It was like opened already, and it was an actual authentic copy too.
Wow.
Imagine that, all in a pawn shop. Bro, you gotta check out the pawn shop in town, bro. It's fire.
Oh yeah, like I gotta go see it now at this point.
Yeah, and because there was literally everything about that I've been playing so far is literally absolutely mind-blowing to me because basically the newest Pokemon games that I had like currently is like the 3DS ones until, like I said, Pokemon Sword. It is absolutely incredible, and the fact that it was like you get haha funny giant Snorlax in this, so it's definitely easy fire.
Like Gigantamax, like
yeah.
The thing with this, like the people underlook, like this is like #1, like this is like the first opportunity in like an open world area.
Yeah, that's also another major part of it. It's like it's basically kind of like the Breath of the Wild of the Pokemon franchise.
It was beginning before Legends Arceus.
Yeah, it's like it's basically like Zelda Breath of the Wild for Pokemon. Like
yeah. Before Breath of the Wild Pokemon, which is Legends Arceus.
Yeah, it's definitely closer to that, but at the time it was still pretty huge. Especially now, I'm still like, wow, this is what the Pokemon franchise is now.
Yeah. Like, Pokemon is stepping up their game, and where, like, ZA, I have high hopes for that.
Yeah. Come on, who wouldn't? It's in Kalos region, bro.
Yeah, where do you want
I'd honestly put it in frickin' S tier, but you can put it wherever, and I'll be fine with it.
I wouldn't mind agreeing.
S tier is easy. I think S tier alone, only because it's like, holy crap, they're actually stepping up their game from the top-down Pokemon games to frickin' like...
A.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because, like, the next one, I'll explain, because I don't think you played it before.
Bro, I played a little bit through, like, friends' places. That's really about it.
Okay, Legends Arceus, my favorite Pokemon game, excluding, Sapphire. It was, okay. I will
Bro, this is the famous game where you got, like, a box of Pichus.
13.
What?
I was trying to shiny hunt for Pichu, but I never got it before it crashed.
Did you... Wait, is it 13 full boxes, or is it just one full box?
13 full boxes. 13. I remember that specific number.
13 boxes, bro.
Yep.
And I could definitely believe that, because I remember there was, like, I only remember there being, like, a full box and then one with, like, overflow of everything else that wasn't fully filled yet. But I can definitely believe you with how much you've been grinding out on shiny hunting Pichu.
Yeah. Okay. This game was, like an eye-opener to, like, fully going back into, like, the Pokemon franchise, because, like, before, like, I was playing, like, a little bit here and there of Sword and Shield and Sapphire a little bit, but this, like, I, like, hard-stocked this game and got, like, the entire Pokédex filled out, and got, like, everything done, except the quest, but, yeah.
Wow, you actually literally got everything on that save file. That is so sad, bro.
Yeah,
there's no way.
But it was so fun playing it, and, like, if I ever had the chance of getting it again, I would. It was just, like, this is where Pokemon, like, brought back so many good, like, things back into this, like, old starters, old Pokemon, new, bigger variants, and I think it was a weird eye-opener to see, like, the history and evolution of Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. From what I've seen and played a little bit of via friends' houses, imagine that. I'm still... Mr. Nintendo Nerd is failing so bad with Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say, like...
Easy S, I'd understand. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Like, Alpha Sapphire is like a gold heart in my, like, my body.
That's just our, like, huge bias of the Pokemon franchise.
Yeah. Like, I think this is, like, a top-tier game where this shows how Pokemon evolved over time, and everything above.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you want to move to Gen 9? Because this is a crazy one.
Yo, at launch, this one was definitely like the most controversial Pokemon game, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Bro, what were they doing at launch? I think they forgot a little bit of lines of code.
It was like everybody was super hyped about it, but like.
Bro, it was basically Sword and Shield 2.
Kinda? But like where this is like a fully open or like everything. Like this is everything from here into this one game almost.
Yeah, it's basically like an opposite of what Nintendo would usually do as a sequel. Mario Galaxy 1 versus Mario Galaxy 2. Guess which one is more linear and has a story. Galaxy 2 has no story and is very linear. Galaxy 1 is just very linear.
Yeah.
Still banger games though.
Oh yeah. Great games, but like with Scarlet and Violet, everybody was so worried that Nintendo was gonna flop this. And and nobody expected this to be like a very top-notch game. But the thing is that first thing at launch, so many bugs game came out, and which made it worse. And we're looking at it back at now, like the newer version of like the updates and whatnot.
It's definitely fixed now. It's definitely able to like live up to that, basically being like a banger of a Pokemon game. But honestly, because of the way it's been treated at launch, it's already a pretty disappointment.
It was disappointing, but like
it still isn't a bad game.
Yeah. It was like a weird thing at launch, but where like there's so many events going on in the game, it like improved it so much, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, where do you want to put this? This is like a weird thing, even though I played this a lot.
I think it's still good from what I've experienced of it.
Yeah.
But because of the way of launch, and because first impressions are everything, that is not what you want to do. I don't get why every video game company is doing this, and sadly Nintendo got a hold of it, which is like not like Nintendo, because they've always been into like quality, and you can tell because of their seal of quality. Freaking sticker is still on the back of the Switch cases, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it's on my Mario hat.
Yeah. Like...
But I don't think at launch it lived up to that seal of quality, bro. I think they were high.
Yeah, like, right now, I think this is a great game, but, like, if you're looking at every game at launch, this is probably, like, a little bit, like super surprised.
Disappointing, but it's still, like, good, because it's, like, it had, like, it's the first, like, it's basically, like, the first open world one that isn't, like, a prequel to anything like, Arceus was, which is, like, great. It's literally the, I don't know, figure out an explanation for that. I don't feel like...
if I see what you're trying to do is where Legends Arceus is, like, looking at, like, basis.
Yeah,
like,
it's basically looking in the past of Pokemon.
Yeah,
this one is like an original open world game.
Yeah.
Minus the returning Pokemon, but I don't really count that.
Yeah. I would, like, I want to put it A, but I would probably put it a high B.
I'd say high B only because of launch.
Yeah, like I'm looking at this as like everything at launch. So I might like say, oh yeah, this like it was okay. But if it was like right now, I would probably put it like high A.
Yeah, so definitely. But
so like
only because first impression, I'd have to put it in. Maybe even low A is fine too.
Yeah. It's like me. It's like just pretend all these games are like new people, but you get like everything. You're looking at everybody in like what you see first. Like if you're looking at Scarlet and Violet, it's like that goofy person where they like act crazy and where it gets you in trouble for not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I want to put like high B if like depending and like put high A.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine. We can swap it to high A if you want, because they did fix it over time.
Yeah. Do you want anything changed? Because this is looking okay, but like I might.
Honestly, the tier list looks pretty good. Yeah. We didn't have to use F tier, guys. Look at that.
Yeah.
No Yo, put Pokemon Rumble U in F tier right now.
Editor, put Pokemon U right here.
Bro, I'm the editor. I'll do it.
Exactly.
I'll put in Pokemon Rumble U in F tier right now.
Exactly. Awesome.
Alright guys, this is the complete tier list with Pokemon Rumble U. It's the stupid mainline game that nobody knows about, but it's crap.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty good tier list, like, so far.
Honestly, yeah. And I feel like it... Depending... I think that Legend ZA will do good. I feel like it would be like... judging the way it is thus far, I'd say... I'd jump the shot and put it in S.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna edit that in.
The teaser was so good, but, like, the only downside I think everybody is how they, like, missed Black and White Remix 3.
Yeah, definitely.
They just jumped the shot, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is, like, are we submitted this? Like, this is the final thing?
Yeah, honestly, that's the Pokemon tier list made by us.
Yeah.
Let's see how many controversial opinions will go into the 2 viewers that watch my gaming channel that says Black 2 and White 2 should go in S+ tier right now.
Yeah.
For the 2 people that genuinely watch my gaming channel.
Yeah. Like, if there's anybody seeing this, like, just like, if you are saying, like, hey, this is weird, just type it in the comments and see, hopefully one of us will respond.
Yeah. Yo, you technically got ownership of the gaming channel, bro. This is just the first time you got freaking like be in the channel.
Automatic job hire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Do you want to send it off? Because I'm good right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome.